So, members of Parliament's Standing Committee on Public Accounts wrap up their Gauteng leg of their oversight with the oversight visit to the offices of the Road Accident Fund in Pretoria. SCOPA wants to track operations at the fund's claims centre. The RAF has a statutory duty to settle claims and ensure justice for accident victims, but has experienced backlogs. The Auditor-General has also flagged issues with the fund's accounting standards, a move that saw her office legally challenged by the RAF. SABC News Economics reporter Katlego Legodi is at the RAF office in Pretoria and joins us live. Katlego, a good morning to you. What can we expect to come out of the SCOPA RAF oversight visit today?
A very good morning to you, Naledi, and to our viewers at home. We're coming to you live from the RAF offices in Pretoria. Members of SCOPA have just arrived. Of course, there were delays earlier on. This process was supposed to have started at 9 o'clock already, but then it seems that things are going to move from here on. They are visiting the RAF offices here in Pretoria. Of course, this is their last leg where this oversight visit is concerned here in Gauteng. We know very well that, Naledi, the Road Accident Fund has experienced challenges over time. Just earlier this year, we saw the board appearing before SCOPA, and this is where SCOPA also raised concerns around the controls and operations here at the Road Accident Fund. And just earlier this week as well, we saw lawyers camping in Pretoria at Semi-Mark Square to try by all means to be accommodated here in terms of the backlogs that have existed here over time. Of course, at the center as well of what has been happening here is an injustice that is passed on to that recipient that is waiting for their funds, and they've over the years been waiting for funds. And we know very well as well, Naledi, that the Auditor-General has flagged certain issues with the controls of this particular facility, this fund. We're talking about 90 million rand in irregular expenditure that has been flagged by the Auditor-General here. So today, the members of SCOPA are expected to do a walkabout. They want to understand the hurdles when it comes to operations where the Road Accident Fund is concerned. And we're seeing as well today the Deputy Minister of Transport, Minister Mangu, here as well, forming part of those cohort that will take a walkabout here at the RAF facilities to try and get an understanding of how things are faring as we speak right now. It remains unclear, though, if the management of the Road Accident Fund would be joining in here, if the board will also be joining in here, because that delay earlier on in the morning was around this particular meeting, and if indeed they'll receive joy from the executives of this facility. But here they're talking about mitigating, they're talking about the Public Finance Management Act that needs to be adhered to, and they're looking at just getting the best out of the Road Accident Fund, and they'll be taking a walkabout to try and understand the operational matters here at this facility. Naledi?
Yeah, I think it would be interesting, Katlego, if perhaps we just gave the viewers just a little bit of context here, because really just to get into some of the challenges that we're seeing in the Road Accident Fund. I mean, just days ago you had legal practitioners camping outside the offices of the Road Accident Fund wanting their clients' claims to be settled. And let's be very honest here, a lot of the frustration naturally from South Africans is going to be, even at the petrol pump, we're paying a levy towards the Road Accident Fund. So South Africans want it to be functional. I mean, really, let's go into just some of the issues that are being faced by the Road Accident Fund.
Yeah, most definitely, Naledi, you're right in terms of the controls and that recipient that is waiting to get joy from this facility. You're right to talk about that levy as well in terms of the tax and the contributions towards making sure that this moves. And that's the reason why SCOPA is here today. They're trying to get the best out of this facility and out of the Road Accident Fund, just of course keeping in mind those recipients that have been waiting for these claims. There's a backlog. We're trying to understand where the backlog is concerned, and we know very well that the Auditor-General flagged issues with just operational matters in terms of how the systems were changed over time, and these tend to see the Road Accident Fund finding themselves in the red here. But I needed to just stop it here because the authorities, this being the members of Parliament, want to get this process underway. But as the SABC, Naledi, will keep you posted where this oversight leg of SCOPA is concerned.
Yeah, thank you so much for that, Katlego Legodi, our reporter, keeping a close eye on SCOPA's visit to the offices of the Road Accident Fund.